Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television. We're coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I'm Queen Agaba. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nightcomsat. The special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, has embarked on indefinite leave of absence. Ngelale, in a statement he posted on his Facebook page, says he stepped down from his position as the spokesperson for President Bola Tinubu to squarely attend to health matters involving his nuclear family. The federal government has ramped up its efforts to combat illegal mining operations with the arrest of 7 suspected illegal miners in Jaguna near the Ye-Odogbe communities in Yagba East local government area of Kogi State. The arrests were made during a recent clearance exercise conducted by the mining marshals on July 15, 2024. Commander of the mining marshals, ACC John Atao Noja, emphasized the unwavering commitment of the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, to eradicating illegal mining activities in Nigeria. The APC campaign team, led by the former Nigeria Labour Congress President, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, has assured the people of Okpela more development, aside making them a renowned cement-producing community in Edo State. Anthony Momodu reports that this campaign promise was made on the rally ground after the visit to the Ogiekpa of Agenebode, His Royal Highness Oba Shomakai Edogo III. Plateau State Governor Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mufwang has announced the dissolution of the 17 Local Government Transition Implementation Committee Chairman, effective September 2024. The governor disclosed this in a statement. The committee were constituted on 9th June 2023 and were initially scheduled to last 6 months, but the tenures were extended several times until Friday night. The Kaduna State Government has partnered with the United Nations Children Fund to support the Reaching Out of School Children project aimed at providing quality education to over 200,000 out-of-school children in the state. The deputy of the state, Dr. Hadiza Balarabe, who stated this at the signing ceremony at the Sir Kashim Ibrahim House, Kaduna, says the project is to ensure that children in the state had access to quality education regardless of their circumstances. Residents from security-affected communities in Shiroro local government area of Niger State have reported that terrorists and bandits are enslaving locals to work on their farms. A leader of a terrorist group had reportedly collected over 20 bags of soybeans from farms in Alawa and neighboring communities this year. At an emergency media conference in Mina, the state capital, Saidu Salihu, secretary of the Coalition of Shiroro Associations, a coalition of youth organizations in the local government, called for the return of military forces to Alawa and surrounding areas to allow displaced residents return to farming. You're watching News Cycle on Global Television, and we're coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. When News Cycle returns, Interior Minister says Kenya's Kudum fire injury to whole country. Details of this and more stories after this break. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the news cycle. In business, the federal government has announced that only buyers with national identification numbers will benefit as it commenced the sale of 30,000 metric tons of rice to Nigerians at a subsidized rate of 40,000 naira per 50 kg bag. President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, made this known during the flag-off ceremony that the rice intervention will be sold strictly on a one-person, one-bag basis. Kyari explained that the 50 kg bags of rice priced at a flat rate of 40,000 naira are part of the federal government's effort to provide subsidized milled rice to help alleviate the ongoing food crisis in Nigeria. The federal government has issued license to construct UTM Offshore Limited for the development of a 2.8 million tons per annum floating liquefied natural gas facility. This historic project, the first of its kind in Nigeria, aligns with the government's ongoing efforts to boost gas production, distribution and utilization under the Decade of Gas Initiative. At the official event, Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Ekperikpe Ekpo, hailed the milestone as a reflection of President Bola Tinubu's vision to transform the country's gas industry. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has denied claims that it is responsible for the recent hike in premium motor spirit, commonly called petrol, in the country. The company says the pricing of petroleum products from any refinery, including the Dangote Refinery Limited, is determined by global market forces, stating that there is no guarantee of lower prices associated with domestic refining of the products in the country. The NNPC made this known in reaction to rumors it is attempting to monopolize the offtake of all products from the Dangote Refinery. The spokesperson for the Nigeria Customs Service, Abdullahi Mewada, says the service collected 277.5 billion naira in import duties for the month of August. Mewada shared this information during the monthly press conference organized by the Strategic Communication Interagency Policy Committee, which was hosted by the Nigerian Customs Service in Abuja. He further highlighted that the service also collected 15.8 billion naira in excise duties, reinforcing its commitment to optimizing revenue generation. On the foreign scene, schools were ordered shut from Saturday in the restive Indian state of Manipur after a rocket attack by insurgents killed a civilian and wounded 6 others. Fighting broke out in the northeastern state more than a year ago between the predominantly Hindu Meitei majority and the mainly Christian Kuki community. The conflict had simmered since then, splitting previously cohabiting communities along ethnic lines. Hamas has called on the United States to exert real pressure on Israel to reach a Gaza ceasefire agreement, as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said there was no deal in the making. The two sides have traded blame over stalling talks for a ceasefire and hostage exchange as Netanyahu faces pressure to seal a deal following the deaths of 6 Gaza captives. Hamas's Qatar-based lead, negotiator Khalil al-Hayya called on the U.S. to exert real pressure on Netanyahu and his government and abandon their blind bias towards Israel. Police in Kenya have been ordered to investigate the circumstances that led to a deadly fire at a boarding school, which killed at least 18 pupils with an average age of 9 years. The chief prosecutor says in a statement that investigators should assess whether or not the tragedy may have resulted from negligence or recklessness, stating that the cause of the fire in the boys' dormitory at Hillside and Darasha Academy is still unknown and 50 pupils are unaccounted for. Identification of the bodies is expected to take place on Monday. In sports, Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Eno, has lauded Onyechi Mark for clinching Nigeria's first gold medal at the Paris 2024 Paralympics, setting a new para-powerlifting world record in the process. Mark's phenomenal display in the women's plus 61 kg para-powerlifting category saw her shatter her own world record twice, ultimately lifting an astonishing 150 kg to secure the top spot on the podium. The Nigeria Super Falconets will look to redeem their image and also secure the points needed to progress to the next phase of the 2024 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup against Venezuela in their third Group D match at Estadio Olímpico Pascual Guerrero in Cali, Colombia on Saturday, which is today. Christopher Danjume's Chargers, who edged South Korea 1-0 in their opening match, are smarting from a 3-1 defeat to Germany in their second game on Wednesday and now heading into today's clash with their South American opponent starting at 9 o'clock, knowing a win or draw will secure passage to the round of 16. And that's it on the news cycle, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV channel 365, Star Times channel 276, and free to air on Nigecomsat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I'm Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching and see you again.